Hello and welcome back to the Forged Alliance for Retard series with your host Nibolowski, bringing you some 3v3 action on Six Leaf Clover. It's a higher level game than I'm normally casting, sort of an average of about 1,500 odd points. Okay, well, let's meet the players. So, we'll call these guys up here Team 1 and the bottom 3 Team 2. Starting at the top left here, we have going Cybrin, first land and a power generator, and sending his commander off into the wilderness. It is Congreve, his partner in crime in the middle slot over here, going Seraphim. And also going first land, and it looks as if he's gambling on a few more power generators, is Lapin. Going a lovely, I do love this colour, sort of quite funky, especially on a Seraphim commander. But enough of my love of the colours, over to their last player of the team. Going in a slightly lighter blue, also going Seraphim, is Eco Guy. I don't know whether he lives up to his name, I don't know whether he is only Eco, or whether he's got a lot of fight in him as well, yet to be seen. We're switching over to Team 2 at the bottom left here. We have Blodier, I think that's how you say his name, hoping it is. Also going Seraphim and a lovely sort of purpley colour, going first land. And I've never actually seen that. Looks like an attack command coming out of the factory. The usual sort of spam of mexes. Deciding that he's going to skip on the power. Just going to go straight for the hydrocarbon, which is fair enough. And his first teammate down here, also going Seraphim in a nice Pontiff White, is Oalis. I'm going to say Oalis. It's going to be a bit of a reputation of me actually doing casts and not being able to pronounce anybody's names. But I'm going to go for Oalis, deciding to go also first land and a very funky display of power generators and all sorts. Also deciding he's going to go for his hydrocarbon first. And last but certainly not least, down here in a faded orange, also going Seraphim. I can imagine there's going to be quite a few Thamson Suis floating around. It is Juraj. Yes, Juraj. Also descending his commander into the middle, building his hydrocarbon first, got power generators and a mass extractor as well. Okay, so we bring it back up to speed. The beginning of the game, we're starting to see a convergence of commanders towards the middle. This map is very good for reclaim. If we have a sort of a view here in terms of the amount of reclaim available in the centre, that's quite a significant amount of mass to be gained very early on. And that probably explains why every commander is going in. It does look as if Blodier is going to be the first commander to get there, with Congreve soon after. You'll notice as well that each team does get a set of 4 mass extractors around the centre of all of this reclaim in the middle. So it'll be interesting to see as to whether or not they weigh the reclaim is more important or getting the mass extractors. I can imagine, judging by their movement, is probably going to be the reclaim first. A few sort of scout units coming out as well from I have to have another look. Where is his commander? Oalis, that's it, Oalis. It's a real professional casting today. The commander's having an absolute feast of gunfire from each other at the moment. The thing is with the reclaim, especially these larger buildings where most of the reclaim is going to be coming from, as you can see, to actually get it, you need to destroy the buildings first. Blodier managing to get quite a number of higher tech units, especially the brick that was down here at the beginning. And it looks to me as if they've all had a fair share of reclaim. We've got 3 Zuis coming up here from Oalis as well, laying on a bit of hurt to the other commanders. But as far as I can see from a hit point perspective, it does look Oalis and Congreve have taken the brunt of commander fire in this early stage of the game. If we zoom out and try and have a better look as to where the teams are positioning themselves at the moment, knock it up to +2 to see where everybody's going. We see Bladir at the moment is firing up some FAMs, perhaps to sit on Conquery's base. What you'll notice as well is that the majority of players have decided that yes, they are going to block off the secondary passage into the part of the clover that is the entry to their base. We are seeing Oalis as well moving right to try and give Eco Guy a bit of a headache. But as it stands at the moment, I'd probably say the greatest threat is coming from the north. It does look as if Lapin's managed to establish himself quite a numerous Tech 1 spam. So 7 factories out already, so that spam looking as if it's primed to secure this sort of large centre area here. Got an assistance ping down here, I believe, from a bomber. That is from Congreve. Is that bomber going to get a second round? Yes, he is, taking out another 2 engineers for his troubles. And Oalis again moving to the right hand side. I have to say that Juraj is looking a bit thin on the ground in comparison to his teammates at the moment. He's not got a great deal of units in support. Whereas Lapin at the top here seemingly is bringing this spam quite decent numbers. Sort of the calm before the storm, I'd imagine. Congreve at the moment deciding that he's going to move down and have a look into Bladir's base. There is a upgrade going on that commander. That does look as if it is as he twirls around, that looks to me like it is the right arm, so I think that's probably the gun upgrade. And in comes the FAM spam from Lapin. We'll bring it back down just to normal time. He's got quite a matching amount of numbers. If I actually have a look in Lapin's perspective, just to have a look at what he's got here, 26 FAMs and 11 Zuis compared to Oalis, who has got himself 20 FAMs and couple of interceptors. The problem is, of course, with sheer amount of Seraphim on the field, Congreve being the only one brave enough to go Cybran, is also the massive threat of having a huge amount of Zuis. And it does look as if Lapin has decided to shift his focus over here to Juraj's commander. Eco Guy bringing in some support in the form of some of his own FAMs. Juraj finally bringing back forward some units down here as well, some FAMs and some Selens, but that's not really going to afford him a great deal of protection. And Bladir at the top left deciding that instead he's going to counter push Congreve, sensing that Congreve's brought all of these Mantis down here to the middle, probably to try and support Lapin in his offensive against Juraj. But quite a number here, and Bladir's bringing his commander into the frame as well. An assistance ping going down for, I think that's probably going to be on Oalis's comm. Bladir now pushing forward, pushing back rather, these Mantis. But I think the threat really is all coming from Lapin at the moment. I know Bladir is trying to push his forces forward. And I don't think it's going to make much of a difference unless at the back here. He is only riding on 3,500 hit points. And this spam is looking as if it's made a huge impact, and Lapin's commander putting a few overcharges in there as well, and I don't see Oalis managing to come back from this, ejected at the game at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And Team 2 losing their centre player from this continuous 8 factory spam down from Lapin, now shifting his focus over to this force here from Bladir. It looks as if Congreve has retreated his forces. It doesn't look as if Congreve's wanting to push out that much at the moment. But what Bladir has managed to do, he's cut this spam down, preventing it from moving south and splitting, especially against his teammate down here. Looks as if Eco Guy has chased down Juraj as well, right back into his base. if we bring it just down to speed as well and do a quick scout about what each person has done. Bladir at the moment doesn't look as if he does have a Tech 2 factory there. He's a Tech 2 HQ as well. But before we actually go further, I would like to point out that Lapin might have misjudged this. He's got his commander. If we bring it up to speed, we'll have to have a look at the bases afterwards, because there's an attack ping coming down on him, and it does look as if he is in the middle of nowhere. Lapin not bringing his forces down quickly enough, and having taken a battering from Morales as well at the beginning. We have Bladir's commander here, as well as all of these forces, and these mantis are going to sit pretty, it looks like. But Lapin has isolated himself, and all the Zooey fire is coming in, and it does look like Bladir has capitalised on Lapin overstretching his commander, and that is making it all even again at 11 minutes and 14 seconds. Lapin being taken out of the game, and certainly without all share on, that's going to be a huge blow to Team 1's efforts. Boom, all of that spam gone. Bladir sensing a opportunity there. The Lapin's commander was completely isolated, having cut off the spam filtering down. Congreve, unfortunately, not really affording Lapin the support he needed by countering Bladir. We do have Eco Guy now. I swear I will go around to having a look at these bases in a moment, but it looks as if Eco Guy is looking to put Team 1 ahead again. Duraj not really managing to get himself in the game yet. We look at these forces here, just sort of a selection of FAMs and Zooey supported by Eco Guy's commander. But with all of these Tech 2 point defences, of which I still can't pronounce, no one has actually left a comment for me yet how to pronounce these Tech 2 Seraphim point defences. I can't actually see Eco Guy breaking through, and we do have a few Zooeys here. Zooeys? Ilshavs, my apologies. Pushing right from Bladir. Again, perhaps sensing that Eco Guy's commander is so far forward, he's bringing his own commander down at the moment. Eco Guy riding on about, coming up to about 8,000 hit points, whereas Bladir is a very healthy 11,000 in comparison. It will be interesting. I will say keep an eye on this commander down here, because I'm not sure whether or not he's going to make the same mistake Lapin did by bringing his commander way too far out of his base. We do slow it down to -2 again and have a look at the bases. Of course, the obligatory upgrade of mass extractors going on. Got Tech 1 land, Tech 1 air, a Tech 2 HQ producing, I think it's a Viper. I hear it, yeah it is, he is producing Vipers for a bit of harassment. Bladir's defences down here. Over here with Eco's base, quite a mesh of land factories. He's actually got quite a number of Tech 2 land factories as well. Got like 3 of them pumping out some Ilshavs. And the bottom here, it doesn't look as if Shiraj has actually really got much. He's got his 3 Tech 1s, he's got 1 Tech 2 land factory, but it does look as if when we go to his economy, it's not really good enough. If you look at Bladir's economy, it's just shooting ahead. And if I'm honest, despite the fact that Team 2 have had a player ejected that early, just look at the mass difference between Bladir, Congreve and Eco Guy. Having said that, the lack of economy that Jiraj is bringing in kind of evens the odds, but it does look as if Bladir does have a lot of map dominance at the moment as well. If we bring this back up to speed, having kept an eye on Eco Guy down here, Eco Guy probably not wanting to fall into the same trap as his teammate is bringing his commander back. Bladir with that gun upgrade, it's just absolutely brutal. Having played Forged Alliance for so long, being a bit of a noob myself, like on ×2 games, you never really get the commander involved that much. Certainly in you know, in terms of against Tech 1 at the early stages of the game, gun upgrade's just absolutely devastating. Seeing a few harassment units and prowlers over trying to take down some of the interceptors from Bladir. We are seeing these Vipers now trying to take down a number of point defences at the front of Bladir's base. Oh, my apologies, that is, well, you could hear that wasn't me sneezing. What is interesting to note is that because of Bladir expanding all the way through the middle, these mass points in this area here, which should really have been claimed by Team 1, are still yet to be claimed. Some Ilshav is being pushed up from Bladir up here, but with a number of Cerberus with that range as well, I don't think they're going to get particularly far. And Jiraj, I think, finally deciding that he's going to get involved in the game. He's starting to bring his economy up to scratch. It's still way off everybody else. Given that Lapin, when he was ejected, was bringing in 35, Jiraj still not bringing in as much as he did when he was taken out of the game. What I like to see at the moment is Bladir's idea that he's got all of these wall sections just spattered around the middle. And of course it's going to make no difference really to air, ping going down there on Congreve's commander, but all of the Tech 1 spam is going to have to filter through these walls, which just it just slows everything down. There's still these harassment units over here, these Vipers. I'm not really sure why Vipers were the correct choice for Congreve. He's probably going to need something a little more attacking rather than harassing. And if we have a look in the middle here with the mesh of what Bladir has, he's bringing up his small amount of units here. He's got some Ilshavas in there as well as some Zuis. Congreve's commander still very much out in the open here. He hasn't got a lot of support. He hasn't really got a lot of units on the field in comparison to Team 2. Eco Guy thinking he's had enough waiting, he's going to try and put some pressure on this proxy base down here, and Rev Engineers assisting these Tech 1 land factories. Another attack ping, I think it was an attack ping going down on these Vipers here. We bring this back up to +2 again. This arcing level of units here. Eco Guy deciding that he wants to get involved and deciding he's going to divert his units from this area here back up north. Sort of a lot of skirmishing going on at the moment, but it's just air superiority at the moment in the form of having the majority of interceptors. I can't really see Team 1 wanting to get involved really much in the air game besides the odd Zeus coming out from Congreve. And I'm afraid, Eco Guy, it doesn't look as if, oh my goodness, have you got enough in the pack to take down those Ilshavas, supporting units coming in down here as well. Eco Guy asking, we can kill Bladir now, question mark. Lapin advising probably not, and it does look as if out of the two Team 2 players, Bladir is really the threat. Jiraj having really still not entered the game 18 minutes into it. Both commanders of Congreve and Eco Guy having moved over to the right hand side of this base. It looks like a ping going down for all of these engineers. I don't know whether those are going to be for the attack bombers. And didn't quite make the mission, plummeting to the earth because of the scatter of ATSI air. And is that engineer? No, he's not. That engineer, that bomber, my apologies. Going to get his payload off to kill at least a few of those engineers. and bringing it to +1. It does look as if Bladir is wanting to apply quite a significant amount of pressure. He's still left, he's being a bit lazy with his commands. He's now bringing those Zuis and mobile missile launchers forward as well. And does Ikogai have? He does have a set of Ilshavas himself right at the back here. A few interceptors as well coming in from Bladir. They do look actually quite pinky when you zoom in. Purple, of course. And Ikogai, perhaps sensing he's under a lot of pressure here. Looks like Bladir has committed his commander to the full attack. Ikogai also with that gun upgrade on his commander. And he's pushed these Ilshavas back. Ikogai should have just about enough in there. He's lost a couple of Tech 2 power generators in the mix, which, well, how much of an effect that's going to have. He is having power issues at the moment, which is going to make overcharging quite tricky. And I think, yeah, we have some fighter bombers out at the moment. That's probably what it was destroyed the Tech 2 power generators. Ikogai taking another hit and another overcharge to the face. Bladir probably would be better just chasing him down. I can't really see a way unless Congreve has something in the bag. It does look as if Ikogai is going to be ejected into the game, and Team 2 for the first time in the game have gone ahead. Ikogai getting ejected just 21.5 minutes. And a huge turnaround from Team 2. Bladir carrying Team 2's forces back from having lost their middle player relatively early. Now the only way I can see... Oh my goodness. I was going to say the only way I can see Team 1 winning this is killing Bladir's commander, but that commander's being chased down. Oh! Just about escaping. He's got the stealth upgrade on that commander. You can see quite a beefy backpack on him there. As I was saying, the only way I can see Congreve levelling the odds is getting rid of Bladir's commander. He's got a sort of a mesh of interceptors, but he hasn't really got any air superiority. We do see some gunships looping around at the moment to try and kill this sort of little base down here. And a huge force now, including some Othams, destroying the front of Congreve's front lines, and a few Cerberate fire, but it doesn't look as if Congreve is wanting to stay in. He's ejected himself at 23 minutes into the game, and that is a victory for Team 2. Bladir wins. Duraj not really ever establishing himself in that game. It looks as if he had a bit of trouble in the economy at the beginning with problems from Ikogai. I would like to say again, thank you for the new subscribers. Very much appreciated. Seeing a growing channel. I am still going to be doing a Mesh Forge Alliance forever and normal Forge Alliance replays. But please do leave a comment, leave some feedback, whatever that feedback might be. And of course, if you'd like a replay casted, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do so. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.